This might be worth a read.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
It's done. I knew we'd manage somehow.
Indeed. You've culled more than your fair share of monsters. I expect tales of your valor will soon be told in taverns.
Not a bad idea.
I see which way the wind's blowing.
Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye? Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Might as well take a look while you're here. Here, eh? Many thanks.
Welcome to Bjorn's Art, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early. Hope to see you again.
It takes two to make a sale, and this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
How might I be of service?
Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Hope to see you again. Well met, son. How am I to be of service?
The road's at your neck. Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavour to keep up.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour. Getting proper rest is an important...
The road's at your neck.
Sometimes all you need is a moment. I'm not picking anyone's always.
Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go.
There's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Now here's a welcome sight. Someone to talk to. Wish I had someone to talk to.
They'll wish they'd help. Mayhap.
Kind of hard.
Let's take it easy today.
Don't know a town to forget its people. Not good will come of this.
All this walking's made my legs ache of fright. Good day, sir.
Say, well, if you do visit, I hear he sets out as if that wasn't queer enough. I cannot fathom his obsession.
The other day. Now, that's not so strange, and rightly so. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Their faces may match, but the lives they lead.
Ready for the morrow. I hope the weather holds.
Fancy a gander? Welcome to the start. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you? Always a pleasure. Welcome to the Star Drop It. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deez's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
We're off to Vernworth Palace then. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Here at last.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? I am Sven, the son of Queen Regent Disa. Mother has been acting rather strangely of late. I thought to investigate the matter whilst she was away. I gather 'tis the same for you. I can't imagine what else would have summoned you here. My word! You mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape. Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. Your stroll might clear my head.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
Always sets me to thinking. What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho, ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive, and 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you'd consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Batar. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
I say we speak with anyone and everyone who springs to mind. You never know what sort of useful tidbits we might turn up.
Oh dear. What am I to do? Very.
Good. We're here.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you, take this.
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deeza demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Could you come over here? Eager as I am to explore the castle with you, I fear my kind are not welcome within, but I shall see you to the entrance.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh. Then we are presented with 3 options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Jesus arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
So, 'twas not to be. 'Tis no surprise. The magistrate is well renowned for his obstinacy.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Just about anywhere.
Now here's a surprise.
The thrill of discovery never gets old. Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Very an engaging tale to be had in all the court. Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
Just nodded off for a moment there.
You ask me, I'll pour out a bunch of sluggards. New blood.
Must not be expensive. Precious little time.
Let me get that.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
We found a chest. But I wouldn't get too excited if I were you. You won't always find what you hope for.
There's treasure within, I'm certain of it. But there's only one way to find out.
Too quiet here for my liking. Praying ne'er put gold in my pocket.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Damn near enough of wastrels and coos.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
This isn't much to go on.
I'm tired of breaking my back for someone else.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
Days like
What?
Nothing all day. It's tiring work.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Arms for the...
Aye, I'm well enough, thank you.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. Hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Gathering clues will be essential to our success in this matter.
Indeed, you are correct.
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
The end comes. I shall not struggle. You have wronged me, and so yourself. Watch over me. Deliver me from harm.
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Tell is, her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint.
Now there's a hassle I could do without.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together. But I overslept, and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Think on this.
Wish I'd been born a nobleman.
This looks as good a place as any.
Swear it.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Anything's better than this. Even the grave.
Who's there?
What to do?
I trust all's well, sir.
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did. And rightly so.
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. Monsters have gotten bolder of late. One found its way inside. You could say 'twas an ill twist of fortune.
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Shall we report back now? Just where are these vaults exactly?
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
Pick up every little thing you find, and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist.
You too? I'm glad I'm not the only one.
How are we to get through this door?
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We're to be guided to our destination. Let's try to follow along.
True enough.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray, tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
'Tis quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars, were I the scholarly sort.
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could...
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by. If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
So, 'twas not to be. 'Tis no surprise.
Do not test me.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
The best quality of soldier
Must be
can have
vigilant.
is loyalty.
The townspeople depend on me.
Come along.
I'm nodding off where I stand.
The best quality of soldier can have.
Come along.
I know you made a spell of stuff at that.
Shall not stand idly by.
I'll crush you if you take that up.
It's up.
Doesn't sit well with me.
Come, Orphe.
What must needs be done?
Oh, good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
What you waiting for? Get on with it.
Is this a battle we ought to pursue? I suppose you think you can afford to be reckless so long as I'm here to heal you. Let's keep still a moment. Let the elements empower your strikes!
Do you intend to take me with you this time? Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
What? Wasn't there aught we had to deliver to some... one hereabouts?
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
That's just what I was thinking.
I reckon I'm grateful to you, Arisen. Seems I've drawn the short straw. Of course, I wouldn't dream of complaining about it.
What should I do? My head hurts just thinking about it.
It seems we already possess what's required of us.
Oh dear. I'm falling asleep. A lonely
Well met. You are come. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all...
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose.
The solution eludes me.
Are we to depart at this hour? I cannot see why we should choose to stumble around in the dark.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Oh dear. What am I to do? Welcome.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard. A minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
There is only one acceptable outcome. Complete and utter...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion, and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom? Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
Huzzah! You done it!
We have achieved our objective.
That was over in a trice. Where to next?
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Well met, sir.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Mayhap I'll seek out a town we've yet to
The
visit.
rule's at your neck.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Always doing about a dozen things at once.
Got a beast well met to make some good
Such worn-out gear.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Always the same. Day after day, just how I like it.
Only care I have is how to spend the day.
The rule's at your neck.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
The rule's at your neck.
Could use a rest.
No shame in letting down your hair now and then.
Got to crack a few skulls if you want to be topped off.
Welcome.
Well met, sir.
Can't help but feel I've wasted my time here. Mayhap I'll seek out a town we've yet to visit.
The rule's at your neck.
Clean and tidy. What else needs doing?
Such worn-out gear.
Welcome.
The rule's at your neck.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Welcome.
Could you come over here?
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
I'd rather just
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later. Onward to Vernworth Castle. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Eager as I am to explore the castle with you, I fear my kind are not welcome within, but I shall see you to the entrance.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Here at last. I would appreciate your...
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain. Follow me! Best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
What was that?
I wish the Minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother. What are you doing in here? I don't recognize you. Guards?
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get it?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it.
I've been here so long, I always forget. It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign. I expect Captain Brandt will want to hear of this.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Pray slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Good. We're here.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow.
As a reward for Your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that you...
Over here!
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If Your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Very well. Pray, is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve... There is much we ought to tend to. Aught shall change if Your Majesty has any unfinished... Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so Your Majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master, pray leave this place. my body. It refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, Your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power has arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Pray, allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform your Majesty when I have prepared a plan of action.
Never could I have imagined such a...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Pray, allow me time to search for a way for... Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here. This should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
Mayhap you'll learn aught of this scoundrel who would claim your title if you attend a palace masquerade. Onward to Vernworth Castle. Pawns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
It was an eventful journey, but we made it. We shall wait here till your business is done.
Whence do you hail?
No easy answers here.
I must ask you to comport yourself with the utmost civility while you are within the masquerade hall.
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out my skull guarding the palace. At least
A welcome respite.
I do so enjoy these
Hustle
nights.
and bustle.
Our first sovereign in decades. At last, we will see the end of the age of proxies. Indeed, the Arisen has always been the mainstay of Vermund. Only they are capable of repelling the dragon and guiding us toward a brighter future. Not so for the Queen Regent and her son.
Have you heard? There's been
Fair
more
weather
restrictions
rules
on
the both
goods
of them.
traded with Batar.
Should war erupt.
Apparently, even privately
Silence.
owned items will come to be curtailed soon.
How dreadful. I've some servants ferrying things over from Batar.
I shan't let anything spoil my evening.
I've little enough gold to spend as 'tis.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Acquaintance. Thought to be said.
Everyone who dances with me complains of sore feet.
Off to market I go.
I shan't let anything
Can't wait for the new equipment coming.
Longer the better. Surely it wasn't my life.
All my days were so townspeople.
So, tell me.
Another ale can't make my dancing any worse.
I shan't let anything spoil my evening. I find dressing for these occasions awful.
Let us forget the dragon and dance the night away.
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. You think he's feeling...
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
Leave me be.
Another ale can't make my dancing any worse.
I'm in no mood for talk.
I do wonder who's behind the mask, but I shan't pry.
I shan't let anything.
I find it liberating to hide my face for a time.
Would that all my days were so tranquil. Mindless must hold out till someone comes to me. Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Always sets me to
I shan't let anything spoil my evening.
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless, no...
Twouldn't do to meddle.
Leave me be.
Just between you and me, my survey missions through the caverns and ruins have been more trouble than I foresaw. My task is to seek out items of potential value and research them. And 'twas going well, too, till I found that door. 'Tis an enigma, forged of strange materials and covered in queer etchings, but my orders are to get to the bottom of it. So back and forth I go, on an endless string of expeditions. I grow wearier with every trip, but no closer to an answer.
I'm a tad preoccupied just now, if you can't...
Naught but dreary duty awaits after this.
All this merrymaking is a joy to behold.
Everyone who dances with me complains of...
This is quite the dance.
Recognition does you please, eh?
Me to dance so long.
I must try to affect a change.
I'm not sure what's best.
Winning over a sullen crowd is my specialty.
I quite understand why the Sovereign enjoys masquerades.
To the Sovereign's help, and a kingdom at peace.
No. We who are gathered here are...
Let me think on this a moment.
Twouldn't do to meddle in each other's affairs here.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
I've little enough gold to spend. Everyone who dances with me complains of sore feet.
Have you business in Batal? Then you, good sir, will require an entry permit.
Off with you, before I lose my patience.
It is not at all to my taste.
Another ale can't make my dancing any worse.
Leave me be.
Surely these extravagances...
Methinks I'll have a rest.
Twouldn't do to meddle in each other's affairs here. That's odd.
Such cheap drink. It is not at all to my taste.
There's
lost
naught to
track
be
of
said
time.
for
This
peace
place is too
and
comfortable.
quiet. Whence do you hail?
Is rooted in the soil of death. I'd sooner stay out of
Why, you're... Now, we who are gathered here are... Now, we who are gathered here are...
Always the same dismal affair.
They're the same tired faces and the same tired thoughts.
mindless labor is for mindless men. I only pray my watch finishes.
This armor's seen better days.
I've been on my knees all day. My legs are as legs. Such quietude is a blessing. I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
How am I going to time for this?
Not live forever.
Whatever am I to do?
My sword arm will use. Can't complain, mind.
Now, we who are gathered here are...
Perchance you've heard. The Sovereign, wounded in glorious combat with the dragon, is recovered at last. No tidings could be more joyous. Indeed, 'tis a weight off my heart to think that our fair vermin shall once again be governed by a true ruler.
Such a cheap drink. It is not at all to my taste.
Surely these extravagances cannot continue.
Now, we who are gathered...
Surely these extravagances cannot continue.
All this merrymaking is a joy to behold.
Is for mindless men.
'Twouldn't do to meddle in each other's affairs here. 'Twouldn't do to meddle in each other's affairs here.
Best to remain sober. Much to be done on the... Always the same dismal affair, if you ask me.
Sir, how can I be of assistance?
I shan't let anything spoil my evening.
You were posted in front of the passage.
I'm a tad preoccupied just now, if you can't tell.
These festivities are part and parcel of our station.
Another ale can't make my done.
I've no time to waste on the likes of you.
Everyone who dances with me complains of sore feet. Can't say I've any tidings to share.
Naught but dreary duty awaits after this.
These festivities are part and parcel of our station.
All this revelry in war's wake. 'Tisn't right.
Naught but tedious talk. Naught but tedious.
The occasion demands we forego.
I hope the Sovereign shall be well enough to dance anon.
Naught but dreary duty awaits after this.
It mystifies me that you still draw breath.
Whatever 'tis you want, I shan't oblige.
My Hatta really would have been better.
Some skills can only be honed on the battlefield.
I'm in fine. When does my watch end?
Silence cultivates
Quiet at last.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
well met, sir.
market, methinks.
Greetings. Welcome to here. We conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not, you see, and we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms and so regrettably I cannot. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Certain vocations are unavailable. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Have you found any of the items? Discuss perchance. Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen. He runs the local armor. May fortune smile upon you.
Who are you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern.
Could you come over here?
Here already, are we?
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these from the tell of it. Pray do be careful. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold could compare to a fellow life, eh?
'Tis most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Welcome to Bjorn's Art, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Over here!
The Goblin's Lair? I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least.
I expect Captain Brandt will want to hear of this.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I... Come back any time. Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back any time.
Here at last.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be Arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermund. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
The false sovereign has been an enigma for far too long. I'll say we make for Vermin's eastern edge and investigate him. I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
You are wise indeed to have sought my aid.
Be well, Arisen. I'm not one for tearful goodbyes, but I must admit...
Shall we discuss tactics now or later?
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
The time of our parting is come. Thank you for everything,
If
Arisen.
ever you've need of an ear to listen, you have but to ask.
What to make of this?
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering. And make them an ally to our cause.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I'm grateful to have served you for so long, Arisen. I shall hold these memories close.
Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
We might scratch another time. Ask off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
Follow me, if you would.
Worked hard today. I think I've earned a rest.
Of rope.
There's no means of exploiting our enemy's weaknesses. You're safe! Do try not to catch cold. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I look forward to informing my own
Not what I expected.
I can't even think straight.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
It is of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge. I can guide you to the place, or thereabouts. Without hindering it.
Quite a view from up here. Let me see how high I can scale.
Splendid. These fiends are only truly defeated when their sovereign smashed
Let me get that. Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
Seems your luck's run out.
Be ready. Our foes are armed.
You'll not live to regret this.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
I'll save you!
It's vital you remain level-headed. Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
Grateful to you, Arisen.
Over here, if you please. I will protect you.
What you're made of. It is not worth writing home about.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. It is of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge. I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry. Watch out for the choppers!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way. Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction.
I'll gather this. It might be of use. A night-bound forest is fearsome indeed.
We cannot let our fear get the better of us. Else who will protect the Arisen?
Oh! Well spotted. Indeed. Good on you for being so observant. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. I've got hold of the enemy.
Well said.
at my end. Oh, my thanks to you. Upset the brute's balance and will fall to the ground. From there, our victory is all but assured.
This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory. I will finish this, here and now.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
We must rally. Cannons will only play to the enemy's advantage. On my way. Yes, Master. I shall hasten to you. The product of heedlessness.
Can I help you? Is anyone else available?
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. The false sovereign has been an enigma for far too long. What say we make for Vermin's eastern edge and investigate him? I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later. The false sovereign has been an enigma for far too long. What say we make for Vermin's East...
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seemed rather on edge. What could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion? Tread carefully. It seems our every step is being watched.
You say that, but I sense no hostility. Whatever's going on here...
You'd best go elsewhere, friend. There's no business to be had here.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
I apologize for burdening you with my failings, Arisen. I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. Where ought we to go now?
Well met, sir. How might I be of
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate. Which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and you're the second Arisen to come to Vermont. And you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops. I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it, and do with it what you will.
I dare say, we could sell this for a fair amount of gold.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
If that is what you wish, Arisen, I'll go on ahead.
I've naught to say to you.
Off with you, you worthless miscreants!
Not a foe in sight.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day.
An appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
Is there aught else you care? If aught about our humble village seem, for 'tis here that thieves are to begin with. Those, of course, you are no, which is to say, you have. Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then.
You wish me at the Vanguard? By your will.
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
What's all this about? Make yourself scarce now. I've quite a temper.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
Whatever 'tis you want, I shan't oblige.
Would that such tranquility could last.
Indeed, you are correct. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care then.
common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up.
Dear me.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. we send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar in his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in a lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
This bodes ill.
You're the one, then? Fie. I'd hoped I'd not be seeing you here.
How dare you? Not half bad!
You've my gratitude. Whatever it is, I'll thank you to leave me out of it.
Master, pray let me know beforehand if we are to meet somewhere different.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
A reward?
I warn you, I'm not easily...
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
By what margin will it improve our performance in battle, I wonder?
Fancy a look at my wares?
Wish I had someone to talk to.
Living's hard, but dreams are free.
Take joys by the handful and regrets by the...
Fancy a look at my wares?
This one is cheese raw.
Can't work as late tonight.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
The rules at your...
Could you come over here?
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with... simply say the word.
Always a pleasure.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
We've arrived, but not so our quarry.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I... come back any time?
There's our quarry now. Seems we were in the right place after all.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Regarding the matter of the Godsway, I fear there is naught to be done, save for your Majesty to venture to Batal, where you might uncover the false sovereign's secrets directly. The sigil upon that letter from some days past bore the crest of the Batali Palace. Surely there's aught to be found therein. Yet official dealings twixt Batal and Vermund are suspended. Passing through their fortress will prove a difficult task. With such hindrances in mind, I thought to prepare this. Pray, take it. Few may pass through Batal's fortress, save Beastren merchants. With some coin, I was able to convince one such merchant to grant us that entry permit. It ought guaranteed passage through the border checkpoint, but alas, 'tis intended for a Beastren. You shall have to act the part, but as to how that should be done, I'm shamed to say I do not know. 'Twill depend upon your Majesty's ingenuity. have my fullest confidence. The permit is intended for a beastren, which is to say, Your Majesty shall have... Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
There is a rumor whispering. Among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
You wish me to return? At once, Master.